All right, good morning, everyone. Okay, I know in our last class we stopped at how to install plugins, where I was able to teach us how to install Elementor as a plugin for page builder. And I know I have extensively explained what Elementor is. Now, what I want to teach us now is how we can use that Elementor to customize the entire theme. Remember, I told us that when building websites with WordPress, you actually work with theme that is already made, already built house. You inherited or installed. That is what we meant by theme installation, theme and template installation. So just like that, this is one of the theme and template that I've installed. So supposing we want to customize this to become our own website, that is where you need any of the page builder, which in this case, we are using WordPress for us to be able to customize all this information to become our own. Okay, so what are the steps involved? You should have created or installed your login for building or customizing the page's content, like Elementor. So I'm using Elementor in this class. Now, once you have done that, you check the front end of the website of the theme you want to customize, just to know how many pages are already added. If there's need for you to add, then you can go ahead. In this case, you can see that I only have the sample page. No other pages has been created and added to my navigation bar. So the first thing I'm going to do is to quickly take care of that. So I'll go to pages and click on add pages to create few pages before we proceed. So let's say the first one is home page. So I'll click and then select publish, click on publish. So that is created. So I could just click here to continue adding more pages. Then I want about us, about us, publish as well. Click here to add more pages. I want contact. Then the same, publish. So let me check the front end to know if those pages I created have reflected. Good, so you can see now I have about us, I have contact, I have home, I have sample page. Though I'm going to delete this sample page, so let me add more pages. Click on add page. I'm adding a gallery where I will display some of the work done. Then I will add more just to show us how to create drop down more. So under the more, I would like to have my blog page and if possible, other relevant pages. So I'm going to have my blog page there. Okay, let's say I'm also going to have my service page there. Service page. Publish. So let us assume that we have created all the necessary pages. So let's refresh so you can see all the pages. Now you need to go and officially assign these pages to the navigation bar. So to do that, you go back to your dashboard, come back to your dashboard, just click on this WordPress icon to take you back to your dashboard panel. So from here, you go to where you have theme, you go to where you have, just go to appearance and select menu. So that will prompt you here. So these are the list of all the pages we have created, which we want to assign duly to the navigation bar. So the idea is that this small, because by standard, you are not expected to have more than 5 menus or links in your navigation bar. So the way the whole of this is not professional. So I'm going to delete this first, and then I'm going to next service will come under more. Blog will come under more, and the arrangement will also change. We are supposed to have home here, followed by about, followed by contact. So all this, you need to take care of them from this place. So the first thing, you create your menu name, which is menu, and then specify whether it's going to be the primary menu, and then you save it. So once you have done that, the next thing I'm going to do, you can as well activate this if you want. That's new top level pages to this menu. So you click on some of these things, then you go to the front end and check again, refresh, and see whether there are any changes. So you can see changes just happen because now that you have created a menu and you have not added any menu here, you can see that is why nothing is showing now, unlike when it was showing before, when we have not activated primary and this. Because now it recognizes this as a new menu and you have not supplied the menu into it. So to supply the menu into it, all you need to do is to check the ones you want to display at the top, which is the navigation bar. So I would like my home to display there, follow my about us, followed by my contact, then gallery should also be there. More will also be there. In fact, all these pages will be there, but this sample shouldn't be there. So once you have checked the ones you want to add to your navigation bar, you click on add to menu. You click on add to menu, so you can now see all of them. So if I select save now, go back to the front end and refresh, you notice all the menus you added has displayed. Remember, we did not add sample. So the next thing is I want to rearrange them. So that rearrangement also is also done here. So we are going to click and drag this one, bring it to the top, take about us to it, contacts to it. So I will not want contact to be a sub item of service. So contact should come. Then, like I said, I will leave service, this and this. Gallery should come under more, so I'll bring more here. Then add this one as a sub item. You just drag it and move to your right hand side. You will notice that particular space. So drag it also. Then what you have done is that these two menus are under more until the user click on more before they can access them. Then when you are done with changes, you update by saving the menu. So if I go back to the front end and see if my arrangement has been modified, you can see it. So if I click here, I will get this. So now that we have sorted menu now, let's quickly look at how we can use Elementor to start building the content for each of these pages. So to do that, remember you must have installed your Elementor, then go to pages. When you come to pages, you click on the very page you want to edit. So let's say I want to start from the home page. I'll select what? Edit. I have quick edit and then I have edit. So if I click on quick edit, this one is going to just allow me to just modify the name. So let me select edit. So from here, it will ask you edit with what? Elementor, which is the current page builder. So I'll click on it. So it will open that page with the Elementor and allow me to modify or customize all the content using Elementor. Okay, so you can see the entire page is loaded. So this is what we have there. So now I want to start structuring it with my Elementor. Now, for you to work with Elementor, you need to understand what widgets are. Widgets are like the building blocks. Widgets are like the building blocks. So these building blocks, they are what will enable you to add all your content. So depending on the type of content you want to add, that will determine which of the widgets you are to use. So for example, if I come to the page now, all these ones, they are the blog, no content. So I want to add a layout. I want to add a layout. So the first thing is for me to click on this plus here to specify the layout. So either I want Flexbox or grid. So under Flexbox, I will add 100% width layer. So let me click on this. So it has added a layout here. That's added a layout here. So all these, they are sidebar. We are going to delete them later. So don't let them distract you. So now inside this, you can just click there to reference this. You can see as soon as I click on this plus, it redirected me to my widget. So I want to add a container inside that layout. If I want to add an image, I will add an image here. So let me drag an image and add it there. So I have just added an image widget. Now, for me to call in the image I want, I'll click here. So once I click here, I can just get images from library or from the system. So let me see, since there's no image because we did not install the content. So I could just go to my desktop just to pick an image as an example. So you ought to have gathered all the pictures you want to use. So let's say I want to choose this. Okay, so I have this picture, then you click on select. So you have successfully added it. Now for you to update what you have done, you click on publish. So remember that we are editing the home page. So if I want to see the outcome, I will just go back and refresh the home page to see if the picture, were we even editing home page? Let me check. Good. So that was not home page. So you can see this is the image we have added so far. So most time you can actually go to Google and download, let's say it's about school. It's about say training. So I need training picture. So let me just get some pictures. So let's say I need this picture. I'll right click, select save image as. Let me quickly save it on desktop. So you ought to have saved all your pictures somewhere. So let's say piece 1. I would like this one also to go. Save as image. On the same desktop. Piece 2 this time around. And this one is 2. Just for us to have some images. So if I go back to where I am modifying, so I can click on this image and say, okay, now I want to change it to another one. And it's not in your library, it's in your system. So you go and upload it from where you must have saved the picture. So save it on desktop. So I can just use a keyword. Okay, I have them here. Just click. So any picture you have used will be added to your library. All right, so I hope you are following. Just a minute. You will notice that this image is not big as expected. So in case you want to increase it, all you need to do is to select it, to take you to bring out this item, content, style, advanced. So you go to style section. You from there work on the width of the image. So you can see the way I have increased it to fit the whole of that container. So you can also work on the height if it's too much. So you can reduce the height gently. I want it to look like a landscape image. So I'm trying to gauge it. So I'll leave it here. And there are other things you can add, alignments, if it's not filling the entire container. Opacity, that is where maybe you just want to fade the image. You don't want them to see it all. That is what opacity does. So if you want it, and then once you have updated, you click on publish, then go back to the front end to refresh. Remember, we are working on the home page, so you see the picture here. Now, I want some write-up under this picture. I want some write-up under this picture. What will I do? I'll come back here and add another widget under this for writing text. So I'll just come here, click on the plus, select this, then create your layout. Now, inside this, once you tap this plus, it will ask you which of the widget. If peradventure you can't see the widget, you can just type it here. If you are looking for maybe text, once you type text, it will just bring out all the widgets that can help us to write it. So this one is for heading. So I'll drag this one and put it here. So the heading is what? Welcome to. Just click on this editor icon. It will show you the write-up here. So you delete it and type here on. What I want is welcome to home of training. Just the content. Now I want to modify this content as well. Click on it. Click on it, then switch from content section. If you want it to be a link that will target one of the page. For example, if somebody is on the home page, you want that same text. If they click on it, you take them to a about us page. So what you do is that you will just come to the front end and get the URL of that page. So I'll copy this address, right click on it, copy. Okay, then go back to your editing page. Where it says URL, you paste it there, which means that you have automatically added a link. So if I publish it now, and then like I said, I still want to edit it, you can see that if you hover on it now, it's a link. Okay, now, but we still want to enhance it, want to fine tune it. So I'll switch to style. From style, under typography, that is where I have most of the features for modifying the appearance of my text. So under typography, line height, you can see what I'm doing here now. I just want some space, reasonable space. I want some character spacing. I want to stretch the text. So if I want that, transform, that is whether you want it to be all in capital letter or uppercase. So which one do you think is best? Let me use this capitalized. Then the weights, you can choose from any of this. And then the fonts itself, you can choose from this. Let me maintain that. And then you go to size, increase the size here. You can see how flexible it is. We are not writing any code. Then the color is the next thing I want to work on. So you check on that typography, you should be able to see. If you can't find any of this, so let's check here. Here, you see color here, text color. Text color, this is the color you are using now. So if you click here, you see some primary colors, some already made color. Suppose you want to use any of them. Where you don't want to use the primary color, you click here and pick the color you want. Then specify the aspect of it you want to use. Then after that, you publish. Once you update, you publish. Then you should always go back to your front end, click on that page and see whether the text has been added. So you can see you are gradually bringing up your website. So the next thing is that I want to add write-up, like about this particular company. So I will add a container with one layout like this. And then the next thing I'm going to do is to add text. So click on the plus here to give you the content creating a widget. So I'll select this one, this text editor for multi-line text. Right? So that's give me a line. So let's say I don't know about this. So I want to search something about this company. So let's say I go to all so that I can have some write-up. So let's say I want to ask in Google what's training, what's training. So I want to ask Google what is training just to have some content. So I'll copy the whole of this, then go back to where I'm editing. Now, this is the default that came as I added that text writing widget. So highlight it, Control V to replace it. Okay, then update. So also go back to your front end to refresh and see if you have the outcome. Okay, so we have it here. Training is the process of developing skills, knowledge. So you can see gradually you are building your own page. Okay, now after this, I would like to demonstrate some pictures under it, but those pictures will be in column. So what I'm going to do is to come back here quickly, add another container. So this is how you keep developing. Add another container. I want it to be column because I want to place two images side by side. So I'll click here and add what image tag, image widget. You can just copy it and drag it here. You can add another one here. Just drag it and put it. Now bring out the two images. So click here, and then remember that we have uploaded one. So let me go back to my desktop and call in the other image. So you can see how very easy you are able to create your website. So I have this web picture. I would like it to be there as one of the image. I'll go back there and get the other picture from desktop. I have this picture that we just brought now, page 2. Okay. So I have two pictures already here. So I can choose any one I want to insert and then click on select. So this one I want to add, select it, go back to your library. Because you have added it, it should be here now. So you don't need to go to the beginning, to the desktop and start bringing it. So after that, you publish. So if I go back to the front end, once you update, always go back to the front end to check. For that, we have a way of encouraging you. Okay, so our website is coming out. So the next thing I want to do, I want to create a kind of a slider, images that will be sliding within this same page. If I want to do that, there is a widget for that. So I'll add a container for that. And then come here, it's going to be one container. Then I can just come to click on the plus here and type slider. Just type slider image carousel. So just click on it and add it here, image carousel. So what it will do is that no object is selected. You have not added picture. So you have to add picture. So to add the picture, carousel name, to add the picture, let's check here. You can see image resolution, how big you want the image to be. That is what you set here. So I would like it to be 300 by 300. Then the slide to scroll, I can say any of this. Then the next thing is we'll go to where we add the images here. Add this image. I'll select all the pictures I would like to slide at once. Then create a new gallery. Then insert the gallery. So you have pictures, so you can see that they are now moving. So if you update and go to your front end again to refresh, you see pictures will be sliding. That is the width I selected. They will slide automatically if you are not on them. So you can see how simple it is. So I just created an image slider now. Okay, so now if it is a real website you are building for a client, this sliding picture should be like an advert, just like the way you see mine now. This picture denotes training, a picture that shows that, okay, they are into training. So you need to get a good picture from your client. Okay, so that is how many content we have added. Now I've taught us how to add image content, how to add text content, and how to modify it, how to add carousel. So the last one I want to teach us in this session is how I can add a video content. So you add your container. It's going to be one container. Then click here to ask you for widget. So you see your video widget here. So you can see that widget is very important. You need to understand the widget, because without understanding the widget, you'll not be able to know how to build content with these builders. So the widget here, they are just like your HTML tags that helps us to build content if you are using pure programming. Okay. Now you have just added video. Now the way you add video here is that you must have uploaded the video to your YouTube page. So you just supply the YouTube URL. So in this case, let me just go to our Digital Z YouTube page and show you how we can get a link. So if you are building it for clients, make sure that you have a YouTube page, and whatever picture they want you to add to their website, they should upload it and then send you the URL, or if they can give you access. So this is one of the videos. So I will just click here. Once I select that video like this, it will show you the URL like this. Okay, so just highlight it. Just highlight the URL. Then go to where you are building your website, where it says link. Delete everything there and put it there. So automatically, you can see that I have invoked the video from my YouTube page. So from this website, somebody can watch it directly. So I can specify how long it will stay before it starts. So when somebody get there, it will count for maybe 1 second, specify the start time. You want to program it automatically and when it will end. So that may not be necessary. You can leave it to the normal recording time. Or video option, you want it to play automatically. Now, if it is an advert video, it is advised that you leave it to play automatically, so that as soon as they get into the website, they should be able to see the, they should be able to start the video, because there are some of them that may not want to play it. So if you want to program it automatically, you turn it on, yes. You can see that as soon as we get here, the video start playing without you clicking on what. Then so I can turn it off from that. So that is for that. You can mute it. You can decide to make sure that you just want the lips to be moving. You don't want them to hear it. Then if you want to capture it, you click here, and then it will allow you to show the heading. In privacy mode, when you turn on privacy mode, YouTube will not store information about this. So depending on what you want, so I'll turn off. The only thing I would like us to activate here, if possible, is the loop, which means that what it should continue without stopping until the person leaves the page. Okay, so now let's also publish and also check our front end. Let's check our front end whether it's updated. So perfectly. So if you log in, even with your phone, if you can just go to this URL, you can see everything that I've designed, because this is live web building without you uploading it. So if I click just to verify, fine, so the video is working perfectly. So I believe I've learned a lot. We have learned a lot. So a summary before I end the section, and you are expected to replicate the same thing before the next class, is that you create an account. Make sure that you do not install the theme with the page layer to avoid conflicts, because we are using Elementor, which is the most used page builder. Then create your pages. You saw how I added all these pages. Create your pages, rearrange them, add them to the menu, and then you go to your home page, you select Edit with Elementor. When you are done with that, you go to About Us page, you open it from here, then you also click on Edit Page, and then you select Edit with Elementor. So that is how you can continue editing all the pages. So if there is time on your side, you can edit more than home page. But in my own case, I only edited or customized the home page. So if you want to go beyond that, you are free to do that. Okay, but just understand the logic. So any page you want to edit, make sure you open the front end, then click on that page. And then from there, select Edit, and then click on Edit with Elementor. And don't forget that I installed Elementor in my WordPress panel before I'm able to use it. So if you have not installed Elementor, go to Plugin, select Add Plugin, and then from the search box, type Elementor here in case you missed that section. Because I just want to make sure that everybody must have viewed their pages to an extent before the next class. So you click on, now because I have already activated it, that is why it's showing active. But if you are doing this for the first time, what you see here is install. After the install, you click on activate. Once that is done, you have your Elementor display here. So once that is ready, then you can now go to the front end. Remember how to check the front end. Right click on this select what, open in a new link that will open the front end. Then what I designed was under what home page. So click on open, then you access it. Okay, so now if you want to edit any of this, click on the page. You're trying to make sure that there shouldn't be any excuse. Then select the particular page you want to edit. Click on Edit Page, and then use Elementor, have access to it direct. So see us in the next class on Friday. So like I said, your assignment is to make sure that you replicate what I have done.